interesting days. Today is Tuesday the 18th. Yesterday we had a surprise birthday party for Mom at the Willoughby Street studio. That was really good. A lot of people came and she seemed to really enjoy it. So that was good. Last week I started a video and then the fire department came. They were scheduled to do their inspection and I don't know how to watch evidently. So anyways, we have a tenant, his name is Daryl, in apartment 3 who has some mental health issues, some schizophrenia and some bipolar, and evidently he likes to drink, and common sense says schizophrenia and alcohol shouldn't be mixed, and he likes to do that. This guy's wicked smart. Like, a couple weeks ago he asked if I had read Machiavelli's The Prince, and I was like, yeah, but in like a super high level philosophy class at Ohio State, and that shocked the heck out of me that he would even know who that was, because I thought the guy had some wires crossed, and he does. But anyways, I guess he got off works third shift at Frost and went down to the Clark Station to get some alcohol, and for whatever reason got in an altercation with the girl behind the counter, and she called his work, and then he got mad, so he went back down there and scared her, so she called the police, and long story short, he got arrested. And I had just asked the chief of police and his main dispatcher like 2 months ago if they had any trouble with my building. And they're like, no, it's quiet. So I got a call from them the next morning as a courtesy saying, hey, this is what happened. And I'm like, well, thanks for letting me know. But it just seems like, I don't want to say one thing after another, but it's not the type of place I want, and there are no leases. Everything was done just with a handshake and a nod. So, it's not like I can say, okay, well, there's these rules or these rules. There's no rules. And that's not how this building's going to be. So, it's just, the remodel is coming well. Don Meyer we discovered the most amazing hardwood floors. Are beautiful. And they've still got the discoloration. Like, you can see where all the counters were, and you can see where everybody walked for years and years and years before they carpeted it. And so when we ripped that up, it's incredible. So I'm literally just going to sweep it really good, like clean it really good, and then clear coat it. I want to use like a satin or like a matte finish, and because I don't want it to be super shiny, and I don't want to lose any of that discoloration from people walking on it. I just think that's fascinating. So I'd venture a guess that most of them are dead by now. So that's yeah, I am just beat. That's the update. Hopefully, we haven't heard a peep out of Daryl since Friday was when he got out of jail. So hopefully he learned his lesson and he's not going to act like a screwball anymore. His stepdad stopped me outside the building, asked if I had his wallet in my office. I'm like, brother, that building's a construction zone. I don't even have an office. And he was really nice, and he was the one that was letting me know that, his IQ is astronomical, but he's got some bipolar and schizophrenia issues. And when I was on the phone with the cops, they kind of read me through his history, and lots of aggravation, like domestic violence in a vehicle, aggravated assault, menacing, dude's just got a temper, basically. And he got kind of hateful with one of my tenants. He was throwing his trash in the Eagles dumpster. Well, you can't do that, right? Like, you can't do that. And she told him, and he come unglued on her. It scared her. She called Dave, because I didn't own the building at the time, and Dave told him to straighten up and fly right. And then this happens. So it just, he's always been great with me. I mean, he has always been yes ma'am, no ma'am. I mean, he's been wonderful with me directly. He wanted to redo his flooring, and I told him no. We had to have an actual contractor do it, not him and a couple of his homies. And you can tell he was irritated, but he wasn't belligerent or anything, you know. And so later that day, later that day, I called him at Lowe's because he wanted to drywall also, and I said, no, we have to have a contractor do that, you know. It's not you don't get to just tear out drywall. And I called him at Lowe's with 10 gallons of drywall mud, which is a big no-no. And I said, boy, I sure hope you're not drywalling your apartment, Daryl. He's like, oh, you caught me. And I said, I did. And I said, I told you we're not doing this. And so, anyways, he got aggravated at me for that. But that night I sent Mom and Roger up there to see what kind of hole he was trying to patch with that much drywall. You can build a house with that much drywall. And at like 5 in the afternoon, dude was like white girl wasted, answers the door in his underwear. He's got paint in his beard. Like, he's having the time of his life painting his apartment, which is fine. I told him he could paint. I don't care about that. But he's an interesting cat. So got my trusty co-pilot, and here at Coffee Amore to meet Deb Fisher for some type of meeting. And yeah, so that's the update.